Hey guys, I thought I'd share on what I did to achieve a randomized item spawner or spawners. Um, if you've ever played the video game Granny, it's similar to those mechanics.
Hawkwill. Willie.
So the first thing I would like to do is show you how the code is going to work. So I'm just going to call this random and import BGE, comma, random. Down here we're going to make a list and put whatever we want inside of the list. So like apple and banana. Let's just throw another thing in there. A cat. We're going to do random dot shuffle and list. So it's going to shuffle this list. And down here, we want to actually see the information. So we're going to say print list. For this script to work, I'm going to just delete the cube and add an empty to hold the code that we just created. I'm going to add a sensor always and check on pulse true level mode. Add Python. And to see how it works, we're just going to press P. And open the toggle system console, which mine is binded as page up. As you can see, it spits out a bunch of random items. Well, not random items, but it's randomized, shuffles the items in the list. So it's like banana cat, apple, banana apple cat, and so on. And that's cool. That's what we want for our game. Okay, now we can start working on the code. So I'm just going to erase all of these things inside of this list. We're going to define the main function, which has our main code inside of it. The first thing we want to do is scene equals BGE. So we're getting BGE from here. Dot logic dot get current scene. Okay, let's start adding the things that we need. So we're going to add an empty. And we're going to call this empty1. And this is basically where our objects are going to spawn to. And this one as empty2. So I'm going to say empty1 equals scene dot objects, and then we're going to go we're going to add a string, which is we're taking empty1, so the first or the empty1 is inside of here. We're going to go spawn 1 equals scene, so we're grabbing the scene dot add object and parentheses list, and we're going to get the first index inside of the list. For example, 0. Anything inside of a list starts with an index of 0. For example, you have apple, and then comma. Let's say you have banana. Apple would be the index of 0. Banana would be 1. So it wouldn't be like 1, 2. It would be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Yeah. So let's go ahead and add our objects and put them inside of the list. So let's add our object. I'm going to add a monkey and call this monkey. And you have to spell it and just as you would in the list. So monkey, or didn't mean to enter, monkey. And we're going to hide this from viewport. And we're going to add another object, a cube, and we have to name it cube. The same way. Name it the same way. And let's hide this. So spawn equals scene.addObject. We're getting the first index. And in here we're going to do comma empty 1. So it's adding the empty 1 inside of this code. It's adding the object and the empty 1. And then we're going to do spawn again 1 dot world position equals empty 1 dot world position. So it's basically saying this spawn right here that is equal to that equals scene.addObject is now spawn. So we're saying that this world position of this is going to equal this empty 1's world position. Okay, so once we have that, we're going to just copy this and paste it. And let me go ahead and define the main program. So main function, just so we don't run into any problems. We're going to call this one empty2. The same way we named empty2, spawn2, empty2, empty2, and instead of 0 we're going to put 1, the index of 1, and then 2, and it should work. So let's turn off pulse through pulse mode, and let's see if it works. Okay. Oh, I put monkey. Let's change that to monkey. Monkey. Okay. Okay, it works. And you don't have to have the object static. You can also change the physics types to like rigid body and they'll spawn and fall, for example. Yeah. And as you can see, they are being shuffled. So how this works is that the first code that we did, it is saying that we're adding the first object, or yeah, the first object of the index of 0, and the second code, it says we're adding the second object of the index of 1. So they're kind of like they're swapping. They're both random, but they're not. So there's not going to be two Suzannes, for example, or two cubes. They're random, but they're not going to be the same object, spawn as the same objects. You can also drag the empties wherever you like, and it would spawn right there. Okay, let me think of what else I would like to show. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and save this as a game. Okay, let's save this as a game. I'm going to go ahead and make a folder. Okay, I went ahead and made a folder. I'm going to export this as save as game runtime to the folder that I just created and call this like random. And let me make sure it's in the camera's view, because we want to see what we're looking at. Okay, I'm going to save this as game runtime to the folder that I just created. Random. Okay, so once your game is saved as runtime, just open up the game and we'll see what happens. Okay, let me. Okay, so as you can see, every time we play this, it's gonna be random. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I'll be sure to leave the link to my brother's channel in the description, as well as my sister's channel. My brother has some awesome content. Go check him out. And yeah.